hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs. Did I say Venus, Suns? Welcome to another Aquarius Tarot. Aquarius Love Tarot. Love Reading. This is a reading where we are going into their feelings for you, Aquarius. Thoughts, intentions, what you might need to know, don't see coming, any moves, I don't know either. Let's take a deep dive and see who and what is coming through today. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Aquarius today. Please show us the cards, Aho. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. Your first card out. Ace of Wands in reverse, Aries. But also bringing in Sagittarius and Leo. Eight of Pentacles is here in the upright. This is exactly what I thought it is. What I think it is, it's Judgment in reverse. And it's here at the Tarot Closet where their energy is really strong for me. Somebody here is, well, working on an apology is what it feels like. At the very least, needing to make the apology. What else is coming through around that? What else is going on there? Let's see. This is Archangel Gabriel energy. You know, the angel for messages, the herald of visions. Six of Cups is in reverse. Five of Pentacles is in the upright. There's definitely a connection here, yep, with somebody I feel like you are not talking to. Look what is here. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, this is your energy is here, Aquarius. And the thing is, it's connecting to Judgment. And we have that runner energy, you know, so that could be really for some of you. Also with the Six of Cups in reverse, validating that, and Judgment in reverse. What can I say? Validating that it is somebody from your past. Some of you, this might be around a twin flame. Now, we're going to keep going. It doesn't mean that it's for everyone. So take what is for you and don't kill the messenger, you guys, because I'm just bringing through what's coming through here, okay? King of Cups is here. One of our four kings under our Emperor. Ten of Swords is also here. So this is really validating that. And by the way, I need to put the selenite here today because, as you can see, there's a glare, which I don't usually have. And that's because I'm traveling. We are experiencing a family tragedy, emergency, just leave it at that. And yeah, so I'm traveling and it means that my table setup is quite different. And yeah, glares, the sound. I think I've worked out the sound, so forgive me. Hopefully it's okay for you. Anyway, what I wanted to say is I'm not going to be able to put that Ten of Swords where I wanted to. So it's pretty validating. Look at this. Ten of Swords in the upright, right in between the Seven of Swords in reverse, Judgment in reverse. Somebody here who really, truly owes you an apology. And they're also in this Five of Pentacles energy, which is an energy of loss here. It's definitely what I wanted to say is it's definitely somebody that you are not talking to. It could be that you just have a long history and it's a not talking for now, but for a lot of you, it is a no contact, no communication, or I want to say in separation. But this Five of Pentacles energy for me is just really validating around the separation energy here. Somebody who is, not only are they living in this past energy of what happened and have not made any apologies, but I feel like you both are. And that's where the Six of Cups in reverse is coming in for me today. Somebody who literally is in this kind of dark energy, you could say. Five of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles in the upright. In their head, literally you're trying to work things out, but trying to, I don't even know that they're trying. Let's see. Because what it feels like is, I'm getting like this picture, and this was happening with Capricorn too. I sort of feel like I'm getting a look into things that I'm not supposed to look at, you know? And this is somebody who is in their head who is like, it's like they're working it all out. Do you know what I mean? And they're trying to get out of their own way is what it feels like to make amends with you. Okay, because this is definitely, we're in the Ten of Swords here. This is not somebody you're moving into that with. This is that energy. There's heartbreak here. There's an ending here. There's loss here. Yeah, and somebody here has maybe even been in denial about something they've really needed to apologize for. So what I do like is I like the King of Cups here in the upright, because that is an energy. There is a empathetic, kind of sincere energy and emotional openness energy that's coming through. So let's see what that means. It is the counterpart to the Queen of Cups, which is here in reverse. And that's also really validating around the reverse energy, that there's a lack of healing here. And this is somebody, again, that I feel like you are in no contact, no communication, and or in separation from. We are for sure in the Six of Cups in reverse energy, you know, kind of like everything that's happened here, like living in the past, literally. And this might be someone that you are arriving here today at, Aquarius, that you're curious about, you want to know, that you might even be trying to let go of if you haven't already. And that's coming through here literally with the Six of Swords, which is also your energy, and it's Mercury in Aquarius. So I do feel, and it's this person, it's living in the past. You both are. That's the thing is again, I feel like I'm tapping into them, because that is what I do. And yeah, oh my gosh, bringing through what you might want to know that you might not otherwise get. This is not feeling like this is a reading where somebody's actively picking up a phone or anything like that. There's definitely a going in here, you know. And definitely what we just talked about, somebody that you might be literally trying to detach from, the person you really never got the apology from. Maybe, again, somebody who's even been in denial about something. What happened in the Ten of Swords. Because not only do we have also shadow here, okay? It's in reverse. That's the devil energy. Major Arcana, of course, the bigger picture. But just even in our Six of Swords today, in the deck I chose for you today, the Tarot Closet, which, by the way, is the only place you should be, okay? Nowhere else. This is it. You're hearing, seeing anything in any way, shape, or form, let me know. My email is below, okay? And on the About Me page. But what I wanted to say is, it's like, look, Three of the Swords are here. Three of the Swords are here, and it has that energy, Three of Swords energy, Saturn and Libra. It's kind of like both of you, the heartbreak, the separation, what has happened here. And it's sort of like Aquarius, you're here and they're here. The Six does connect me with restoring some kind of peace. It also connects me with the Six Major Arcana, the Lover's card, which is about the two of you, basically. And shadow coming in here, but also this energy of maybe feeling like, you know, wanting to move on, but mentally thinking about this person from the past, them thinking about you. And again, coming here with shadow in reverse, which is a detachment energy. But what I also want to say is there is this element of somebody who's, I feel like they've been in denial about something, but they did make a really super bad decision, but they've also not been able to overcome what feels like shadow and ego in order to make the apology. So that's another thing that I'm seeing here in that. But it's like what they're thinking about. It's like, I know I should have said this. This is what I've been wanting to say, but I'm just this or this or this. It does not feel, okay, and there's no judgment ever on my part. It does not feel like any type of malicious type of stuff. It just feels really complicated. It doesn't feel good, but it feels like the picture, the energy that I'm tuning into is somebody who is in this energy, okay? Nine of Swords. Who is very much has you on your mind. It's Gemini and Mars energy. And there is a sleepless energy, quite literally. Look, we have somebody who's getting up here and walking around who's sort of being haunted by it. And what does that take me back? To the night we met. Have all of you, some of you, now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I can't sing right now. I heard it. That's the song came through. Maybe that's relevant for you. But also, there's like a Haunted by the Ghost of You. I'm hearing that. I think that's the same song, but they literally are. Look, they're awake here. You can see like the skull down here. Do you see that? That's definitely connecting me to what has ended here. This feeling of kind of doom too. There's one up here as well. They're awake. They're sort of walking around. That's what this feels like. Very much. And out of shadow. Yeah. Okay, this is really connecting me with Capricorn now. That pairing, Capricorn and Aquarius, it's a pretty odd one. But I'm also not looking at all your charts here, so you might be resonating if you normally watch that for any reason. But it's not even the point. The point is this energy is strong today of just looking. I have the veil lifted, okay? Not just because I'm a Cancer sun, because I could go into my chart, which I won't, but that's just what's going on today. Okay, and I won't even go into all the astrological energy, which is also a big thing. And you're here when you're meant to be here, by the way. I'm channeling for you at a specific time, but you're going to be here maybe at that time or maybe later. So take when you're here as a sign that you're here when you're meant to be here, okay? But I want to say, as I'm channeling, I'm getting these feelings. So whenever you're meant to hear them, the veil is just lifted. I'm in, okay? And that's what is coming through here as well now. And you're reading Ace of Cups in reverse. Obviously, lots of water energy. Somebody here knows, is acknowledging it, and they have not been owning it, that they really hurt you. They've disappointed you. They're feeling disappointed in themselves now. There is a sincerity to that. Now, it doesn't change anything. I don't know, and I don't need to know. I'm not always privy to all the details. I'm the messenger here today, as always, and this is what is coming through today, that somebody knows that they were disappointing. They know that these are things that they should be saying to you, and they should have said them a long time ago. They're awake, they're living in it. Now, this could be relevant for some of you, that there's some kind of timing, a date that might be past or approaching. A particular energy of like connections through other people or travel or something that is just bringing this to the surface, because whatever it is, I'm able to get it out. I'm here. It's really up for me to get it, to access it. And this is where they're at. Yeah. They're literally here in their mind, and look at trapped in their head. I want to say, look at this Eight of Swords today. More sword energy. Jupiter and Gemini. This messenger, this canary, is that a canary? Am I saying that wrong? Sometimes I feel like I lose my ability to think in English, because I live in Austria, as you know. But I'm in America right now due to a family emergency. So I'm trying to think, is that a canary? I almost can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's a messenger. Look, they're in a cage, but they're not really a prisoner there. Look, it's open. This is just where they put themselves. When we have Six of Swords upright, Seven of Swords in reverse, Eight of Swords in the upright. Like they're here. They're in their mind. They put themselves here. This is literally, by the way, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, 10 of Swords. I just realized that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all here. Our messenger thinks they're trapped here, and they're definitely trapped in their head. This is literally what's going on here. They're looking at the swords. They're seeing all these swords here, and it's like, also connecting that 8 to karma. What can I say? It's very much here. We're getting if you think of it like a screenshot, that's what it feels like for me. Again, not super validating or clear whether there's a literal message for you on the other end by phone or in person. It's not coming through here. Somebody does know that they're dragging it out, but at the moment they are awake. They are in conflict in their head. This is around what happened in the past. It's living in that past. It's the two of you. So if you want to know how they feel, this is it, okay? And I need to bring in what else is yours. This is also yours, and I think, is that it? No, there's more. That's it. The bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Now, this is why I like it, and this is what's coming through. This is the Moon in Cancer energy, and What is here today, like a zebra, look, zebra, they say change their stripes. The thing is they are. And this is moon and Cancer energy. That's the emotional, those are the emotional blocks, I want to say. So what is going on here literally is somebody who's accessing that in a way that they haven't been. They have been in shadow. And that's the other thing I do like about it in reverse, because it's like, and in particular with the Chariot, it's like getting out of that. There is a sincerity that is coming through. There is somebody who's accessing that. And maybe it hasn't been the case. Maybe they've been like, there's been a not so great energy around it. Maybe it's still there. Right now, this is the message that is coming through. And yes, they are very much in their head. The Two of Swords in reverse as well now. Wow. Yeah, it's like it's a lot. They're really very much awake, I gotta tell you, in their head with all of this on their mind. The Nine of Wands is here in reverse. That's the moon in Sagittarius energy. And that's somebody here who is in this energy, who's, what can I say? Really, Aquarius, this is just what it is. Like, there's not much more to say about it other than they are just, and this is this snapshot of how they're feeling, just feeling like, I know I should be doing this, I should be saying this. Yeah, but I'm holding on to this. That's the Page of Swords. And that's also looking in on maybe social media, maybe through other friends, whatever. That's that energy. It can be literal with chronological years, but it's more just about the sort of more immature energy, let's say, versus the Knight, the Queen, and ultimately the King of Swords. The mastery energy. This is the opposite. They're holding on to the sword. They're holding on to the truth, clarity, a lot of things. It's the Page. There might be some peeking in on stuff, you know, social media, whatever. This is literally the energy that they're in. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look, Justice is here. Actually, it wants to be your overall energy. Okay. It's what it is. Somebody here really needs to own it. You could say cause and effect. Fate, karmic law, spiritual justice. Somebody here really does need to make things right. And I just want you to know what's coming through. This is Libra, Venus energy, of course, connected to the heart chakra. That this is owning it in terms of the energy that they're in case you wanted to know. The Hierophant is here. Oh, wow. Look. The Lover's card is here. Now, here's the thing. It's been coming in already, both in the Six of Swords in the upright. That's a connection for me to the Six Major Arcana, the Lover's card. And that is this energy of, that's literally where they are. It's also, I feel like, where you are if you are trying to move on or you're just accessing this person, this past energy of what happened. And this is representing the two of you for me. Yeah. Wow. And it also connects me to the Six of Cups, which is in reverse, of course, a minor arcana energy, but this energy of living in the past. There may be some other parties involved. Obviously, the Hierophant is a card of commitments. There could be other, like, we could be connecting to marriage between the two of you, other people. We could say a karmic situation. This is around a long-term energy, but it's also telling me that there could be things here like that were in the way, like other people involved in somebody's head or life. Things had to be a certain way, cultural, religious differences. Perhaps you weren't able to align. Third-party energy is here. It doesn't mean it's a person. It definitely could be, because third-party energy for me in my readings here at the Tarot Closet on YouTube, again, remember, the only place you should be, guys, okay? Can be a lot of things. Situations that somebody else is in, you know? Distance. We could be looking at kind of everything. Temperance is in reverse. Archangel Michael. Definitely the energy we're in. It's in balance. It's things not being restored between the two of you. It's where this person is. There's a long energy of wait, like you could say patience. There's a kind of all over the place energy. This is heart chakra energy. It's Archangel Michael, who just wants to get everybody on the path to the truth. This is the truth that is coming in for you. That somebody here, now I'd like to say, look at that, the Lovers card and the Chariot. You come out of the Lovers, you go into the Chariot. This is, they want to do this. This is not what this is today, okay? It's just not. Ace of Swords is here in reverse. You're in this energy, Aquarius, as are Libra, Gemini. There's definitely some bad judgment here that somebody exercised, you could say. It's really validating that they're in their head. They're totally in their head. There's a lot of stress here. So I do want to say, if there's a possibility that you can see each other, maybe that's why this is so like, there's such an intensity coming through, because this, I feel this person is really there, you know. Now that's has not been confirmed either way, and the energy is not fixed. That's just a fact. The future is not fixed. Energies and outcomes, they can, they will, they do change. Everybody has free will. What is coming through here is this person is in their head. They're not sleeping. There are things they want you to know, but they kind of don't want you to know because they're not really ready, I feel like, but we're getting it out of them, okay? 10 of Cups is in reverse, okay? Were you in a life together? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Is there something going on along the lines of paperwork? Could it possibly be involving other people? Yes. As I say that, this is very validating. It's the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords has already been coming through for me. Okay, just even in our Six of Swords today. It's very validating around the heartbreak and the loss that's here. It's Libra energy, Saturn and Libra. Saturn can slow some things down, connecting to karmic situations, and a lot of, you could say, like, you know, quite literally strength required, but also connecting to obstacles and karmic debts and lessons, and it could be connecting with the Hierophant again. So we could be looking at other third-party situations, as I said, in terms of contracts ending or something going on. And that could also be the case with you. As I said, that's really clear with the 10 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Swords in the upright. The main thing here that's been really clear is somebody has, this person is living in the past. You're here living in this past, and this is what's going on in their head, and I'm just going to bring it through for you, okay? Yeah, it's like what hasn't been revealed, which is coming through right now. They are in this Queen of Wands energy. It's like, okay, this is what I want to, this is what's, I'm peeking in. I've literally reached in. But in terms of anything major changing here, I don't feel like that has happened. And here again with our Sun in reverse, you know, what's in the Moon that they've been holding on to. And this doesn't stay in reverse, but here in this Leo energy, this new cycle, it is in reverse. So it's a validation of the delay. A wait kind of energy that's still here. An apology that somebody has that they're holding on to that's coming through here. You may or may not get it in person. I want to bring in some channeled love messages from their higher self. Let's see what they have to say, Aquarius. And I hope you're having a really good day. And if you're here in real time, a good summer wherever you are in the world. And thank you for bearing with all the kind of wonkiness of the readings, like the, you know, the releasing, even the timing. I'm getting back on track. And I will be coming back, by the way, with comments and community tab. We're just going to be all over the place again together. So are you ready? That's coming up as soon as I get back to Austria. I've got to deal with some stuff here with the thieves while I'm here, by the way, for this family emergency. So things will, yeah, things will be we'll be connecting a little more than we have been, like the old days. You are home to me. So they're sending that through. This does feel sincere. I want to tell you, okay? Look at this truth here with the Sun in reverse. there an I love you that's coming in. It just went here on the lovers. It's like I still love you. I'm starting to understand our connection just came in. Emotional. That's connecting me with the blocks we talked about with the Chariot, like somebody who is accessing that in a different way. That's the King of Cups here. I know that our meeting was no accident. I'm starting to understand that. Wow, look. I really want you back in my life. Is it possible? We're getting like, again, I guess it's almost like if a movie were playing, you know, text was being written and on a video, and I feel like that's what we're accessing that right now. Look, somebody's sending through here. We are soulmates. It's on the Lover's card. Yeah, I miss talking to you. There is so much left unsaid. I mean, there's a heartbreak here around them. I got to tell you, sleepless. It's here. Yeah, I reread our messages. Looking at their phone, Page of Swords, Six of Cups. Yeah, up in the night. Yeah, they're looking at it. Probably the phone. Could be a computer. Might even be actual literal letters, but I know that's probably really old-fashioned for a lot of you. Here we go. I'm missing you so much. So that's what a lot of this, again, excuse me, is I do feel like there's some access here that I feel like I've been granted for this. It's not that you're not meant to hear and see it. It's just sort of like it hasn't been sent by a message or haven't picked up the phone. So sending this through, I'm sorry I lied to you. Look, do you still love me? This frog looking up at the dragonfly. I want to tell you, it's really interesting. It's sitting here on the Hierophant, and you know, dragonflies, they eat mosquitoes. We have a lot of them back in our garden in Austria. Of course, the cats that live around there eat those, which I don't like, but circle of life, I guess. Sort of like represents to me like other people that might be involved, and they're on the Hierophant, you know? In any case, I made so many mistakes. And here we go. So there is some truth coming out here. This is more than them wanting to say sorry to you. Again, it's not an offer here, okay? But this is the last channeled love message. And at this point in the reading, I'm not surprised. I love you more than I have found a way to say. Aquarius. I'm starting to understand our connection. You are home to me. I'm missing you so much. So this is definitely a window in. How do we want to say that? It's here. If you wanted to know. It is emotional. I just had to swallow. Like it was like I had a lump in my throat. Beautiful Aquarius, thank you for joining me today at the Tarot Closet. I look forward to seeing you next time.